What it do, Camelam Famalam?
Yeah, no.
Hello. People, we're back, I guess.
Alright, Cam Fam, we are back for part 2
What it be?
of today's episode of Evermore with Everlore. So,
Did the music get loud?
yeah,
Yeah, it did. It just got dumb loud out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I thought it was me.
Don't worry, that's our theme music.
Right.
That's the Wahuru background theme.
Yeah.
Wahuru actually has their own choir.
Stitch is going to...
Wahuru does have their own choir.
Right? Yes.
Stitch actually had to go
Yes.
ask them to play a different song.
Right.
Very high production value, guys. Only the
Yeah.
best of quality for you.
We're actually in the Eiffel Tower right now.
Right, yeah.
You just didn't know it looked
You
like
guys
this.
wouldn't be fooled by that. Okay, so as we're walking, Manitoba will come up to Stitch and say, I've been meaning to ask you, why don't you use your old bowstring? I saw that you were rummaging through your things the other day and it was there. Is there a reason that you don't use it?
Wait, no. I was going to use it on the composite bow instead of the long bow that I had. My bow was taken from me. And so I have the string, but I was going to get a composite bow put on that bow.
But I thought that was like a family heirloom. Wouldn't you want to use it on your bow?
He wants a better bow to use it on.
I could use it on the bow we have now, but
Only the
I mean,
string is a
that's
family heirloom?
up to you.
That's sort of weird.
maybe I should think about doing that.
Okay, alright. So we continue to walk.
Alrighty.
What's my sword turning? Is it still a short sword?
Yeah.
Long sword?
Say what?
Is
Just
my sword
transform me
still a short sword? Because I don't know what it does, so...
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what it
because you
is.
don't
The
know
last
what
form,
it is, it's
yeah.
in the last thing that you had it in.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, I can imagine your sword just being like out of nowhere and you got a whip now. Crazy.
I now have an axe.
As we're walking,
Chainsaw.
we are approached by
Who's approaching us?
You don't want to fade.
a
I understand.
we're approached by a lady with
We never have free time.
with jet black hair.
Yeah, right? Isn't that the life of a protagonist?
And she has slightly slanted eyes. She's dressed in greenish brown, partial dragon scale armor. And she comes up to Manitoba and says, "Oh, I'm so glad I caught up with you guys. I've been looking for you all morning." Let me introduce myself. My name is Silvertine Everleston. So it's spelled Silverteen. Last name is Everlestin. She's actually a female gnome.
Does she look familiar to Bria? Or like she's cool with her or something?
To what?
Is she cool with like Bria?
Bria.
How would you know exactly?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I'm a psychic.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, you just hey, you look
mean-
like you would know Brea.
Yeah, honestly, I mean the armor and the
Green
scale
and brown,
stuff, and I just thought maybe she was cool.
I'm just saying, is there maybe some type of role you could do?
I'm gonna
Insight
roll
or
insight and see if she looks
Insight.
like she is part of the Dragonauts.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I got a 9.
I'm gonna roll my
26.
Okay. You would know because she doesn't have like Dragonauts written,
Right.
you know, across her head.
I'm
gonna
ask
roll
her,
mine.
She. Okay, go on. Because
Hey.
she was gonna.
Would you know Brea?
Sure. She actually sent me to go find you.
Dope.
guys.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
She's gonna say it.
She said that during the recent encounter, you guys found some green dragon scales. And she said it sort of quietly so that not everybody can hear.
Uh-huh.
No.
Like,
Yeah, possibly.
If she is requesting them, and they will be returned to you in a manner of speaking.
some of them are extremely large.
Ah.
Yeah, they are kind of big.
They're as big tall as me. So, I mean,
Would you?
if you're trying to keep them concealed, we'll just take them.
Yeah,
if
you-
you don't
We
have them-
can take
don't have
them
them on
ourselves
us.
if you require.
We don't have them on
They
us.
may be difficult to conceal.
That will not be a
Sleep,
problem.
you know.
It will
We
not.
don't have
No?
them on
Do you
us.
guys have them on you?
No.
We
We-
don't?
No.
I thought we do.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we put it in the.
Yeah,
But-
we do.
Yes, we do.
Oh,
yeah.
In his bag.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I
I'm
thought
about
we
to
put it-
sneeze.
Okay, I thought you were like
can
having
do
a
it.
seizure or something.
No.
Zoning, like, uh-oh.
Like,
No.
Oh, the paramedics!
I like if I look at a light, I'm like more likely to sneeze.
Oh,
What happened?
It's a
okay.
genetic
Thing.
thing.
All right, okay. So,
Weird.
my
Okay.
temple will.
I mean,
Where did my sneeze go?
I hate that.
No,
Um,
you lost.
okay, so
Roll insight.
Manitoba will take them out,
Force sneezes.
Okay.
Pay attention.
and
Okay.
as I'm handing them to her, and she reaches, as soon as she touches them, one by one they just disappear.
Whoa.
That's
So
one
she's
way to
just-
do it.
And she says, "Thank you." Where are you guys off to? If you
My
don't mind my
house.
asking?
We're off at
the Coinshot house.
the manor.
Oh, the Coinshot estate?
Yeah, but we will be
Yes.
back at the 3/5 soon, shortly.
Okay, I will see you when she is finished.
Sure.
Okay.
If we're not there in time, ask for Leia Leone.
Leone?
Leia Leone.
Ah, okay. I will do that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
She just leaves.
Alright.
See you
nice
later,
day.
Silver King.
That was so smooth. I'm proud of that.
So which entrance do I take you guys in? I take you in the main
I'm
one
going
or
through-
the scenic one?
I'm going through whatever because this
What
is
do
like
you want
second
to
home
do?
to me.
What's quicker?
What are you trying to do?
What's quicker?
I'm just gonna go in, but I don't know which entrance I take you to. Should I take you through like the?
Just bring him through the main. Why not?
Let's go through the
I'll go
scenic.
to the main, I guess.
I'm coming in. Hey, Auntie.
Okay.
Oh.
So inside, I mean, before you even get to there are guards outside,
I see.
and
Auntie's not out here.
as they see you coming, they'll one of them will go inside, and then the other four will stand at attention a little bit better, and open the door.
Awesome.
Thank you.
See ya.
See ya.
All right.
Good to have you back, Master Corsat.
Nice to be back.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Tommy.
are we running as
See you
well?
later, Jerry.
They don't say anything to you guys, so
Have a nice day.
I
Richard.
suppose I can enter with Coinshot. Then.
yeah, I mean, you know,
Okay.
Yeah, just
they're not
come in.
trying to
Okay.
stop you guys.
All right,
in
I'll
any
go
way.
ahead. Okay, I'll
I
go
mean,
ahead
you're
and
with us.
start walking in then.
Not us. Us.
1 EP for anyone who can
Us.
tell me the 3 types of
I work with them.
1 EP for anybody who can tell me the 3 subgroups of gnomes that we talk about in the Traveler's
Gnomes?
Compendium.
Oh,
That has to be you're editing it.
he's
I
got
got
it.
it.
On the book.
20 seconds.
Okay, look, gnome subgroups, page 37.
No,
You're right there. Cave gnomes, Kraus gnomes,
and storm gnomes.
storm gnomes.
Chaos.
Cave gnomes, Croas gnomes,
Croas.
and Storm.
Go.
Okay,
Thank you.
1 EP.
You really,
Heal.
1 EP because you guys was a group effort.
Thank you.
but he
I was
totally
getting there.
just swooped in.
I was scared I wasn't gonna get it.
Cross.
Every
Alright.
man for himself.
Well,
I wrote down so nubs.
I'll give 1 EP. If
Brain power.
anybody can tell me what kind of gnome was Silvertine.
Cross.
No,
Oh,
it's not
no, no, no,
Cross.
no.
It's the third
I mean, you guys didn't do anything, so you don't know yet.
So
I'll
storm.
give you guys 15 seconds.
Let me see this, you
Caleb, you go
buffoon.
Storm, I'll go to Cross,
Okay.
and then he can go.
No, it'd be here. Hold on.
Okay, look, you're really nibbling my giblets right now.
Here, is this better? No, because that's halfling.
Oh my gosh, you need to move with haste.
Yeah.
You.
You ready?
Cross.
I thought you didn't look at it.
I gave you 15 seconds.
All right, I'm
That's
gonna
it.
say she
Let's say cross.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said it first.
I'm going
They're all
cave.
saying it too.
I'm going cave.
All right.
Because everyone's going cross. But I really want to say storm. So just say storm.
So you
Cave.
say
Cave gnomes.
Storm or-
Fine.
Storm,
If he says
storm,
cave, then I'm
storm,
going storm.
Okay.
I switched it.
Cave, 1 EP.
Dang it!
Because she had the slanted eyes.
I just said I just wanted to cover all the bases, and then you said cave too, and I was gonna have it. I hate everyone.
Okay.
Cross.
All
That
right,
is
so,
so bad.
I was so proud of that because she had slanted eyes. She had cave eyes.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
I was gonna say
that-
cave for.
but that's not it.
I said
Yeah.
the way she was approaching us
So what's it then?
and her manner of
What?
whatever.
You said that's not the eyes.
It's
What it
cave.
is. How will we know?
Oh, the
you
hair
probably
is from
should've
black
insighted.
to white.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and you guys should have insight
That's what I said.
to get more information about her features.
I
But
did.
you
But I was
guys
gonna say
didn't.
cave.
I did roll insight. I got a 26.
You do
No,
good
but
insight.
you were trying to see specifically if she was part of the
Okay,
Dragon.
that's fair. I
Yeah,
should
So
have.
you can't just blanket, hey, you know. All right,
Well, then I would.
so.
Well, you got your EP. You freaking
I. Sorry about stealing.
So
I feel like-
bad.
You know what? Will it make you feel any better if I give you one of the ones
No,
I
you
earned?
can't.
I can't?
Get EP, bring a
can't.
book.
I don't think I said that.
That's
I
not
thought I
fair.
heard
I
that.
don't have money.
Okay, so
get good,
if
bro.
they,
Pencil.
50 silver for 1 EP.
All right.
Big
Okay,
bucks. I'll give
so,
you 550 right now.
was there anything in particular you were planning on doing at home, or
I'm
just?
trying to talk to my mom.
Oh, dang it. I'm talking to Auntie too. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, is Grandpa home?
I'm talking to them too, because I don't know.
Wasn't there a reason we
We're
came
not
here?
hanging out with you. No, I'm just kidding.
Grandpa home?
He is not.
You can fight right now.
He has.
I'm gonna assume my father isn't either.
Yeah, he was sent on that mission solo.
Actually, he is.
Oh, big bats. I'm gonna go to him.
All right. Well, I'm still gonna talk to Auntie.
I'm going with
Okay.
Rasitlian.
This is a family thing.
You're right, that's fact, that makes sense.
Okay.
You're not
so-
hanging out with me.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes.
hey Auntie, how you
Yeah, I'm going with
doing?
him.
Hello, young one. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
You look like you've gotten a couple more stars.
Well, you know, battle scars, but I've been all right. I mean, we killed it out there on the front
I
lines.
hear, and what's this I hear about Angel Friend?
He's not as impressive as one might think.
I don't know. What was it? 100-foot angel? I mean, that's amazing.
It was
Yeah,
40 feet.
It was 40 feet.
it
I'm
was-
also there. It was 40 feet.
Right, I hear you. I mean, 100-foot angel. Could you imagine that?
That's
That's
interesting.
I
gotta be
was
something,
there.
And it killed like 1,000 people.
It was more
That sounds pretty
500
interesting.
around
200.
200.
Yes.
100.
Roll insight.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, you would know her well enough to know that she's sort of just feeding into it.
Yeah, yeah,
She hasn't
yeah.
really believed it,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
this
yeah.
is what people have been saying.
Yeah.
And so she's just sort of saying it tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
you know how it is,
Yes.
Wahuru. But I was wondering for two things. Do you have any more leftover berries from the last time I was here?
Actually, we have been helping supply the army,
I understand.
and so we've gone through quite a few.
Well, that's
Yes.
fine. I was looking for those books, but I also wanted to follow that great chef you guys have, just to learn some more dishes and things.
Well, I mean,
Great chef.
probably in the back if you want to just go and just be quiet. He doesn't like a lot of noise and interruptions.
Out
I'm
of
assuming
game,
they're
I just
talking
love.
about half.
Yes, and
Out of game, I love this interaction. We have like an immortal bearing, powerful, mighty, conquering dragon, just like talking all sweet to his like nana.
That's my auntie, you know?
Hi, auntie. Can you help me cook?
I'm assuming they're talking half.
uh,
Half of, yeah, probably.
yes.
When you talk to nana, you're just like a giant dragon puppy dog.
So you're going to go and
Yeah, I'm
all
gonna.
right. Make yourself comfortable, Angel Friend,
Yes.
and Kaliff.
Yes,
Isn't it?
Kaliff.
Yes, and
Almoni no Solomon.
and Matatopa. It's good to see you guys again.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Give
This
your
one,
surgeons and mages my thanks for saving my life.
Oh, it was nothing. My son has already taken care of that. So, you guys,
Is there any leftover food? I'd like to cook something. Just
Sure.
to work up my skills.
sure.
I would like
Did you
to
say you
indulge-
wanted to cook something?
Yes.
Every breath.
Oh, so you also are trying to get into the culinary arts.
Yeah,
Well,
Very
I mean,
interesting.
the chef is in the back. If you guys would like to go back there, just be quiet. And he's actually preparing a light snack. We were just about to sit around as a family, but hey, we can be an extended family today. So
Aw.
she does this and rings a bell, and another of the servants comes and she whispers to them, and they hurry off.
I'm gonna go to the shop.
So you guys can go on.
Mm-hmm. We're
But
quiet.
then there are two other servants that come with a plate of delicacies, sweet meats and delicacies, sweet meats and some,
What type?
know,
Like what grade meats?
You're not there.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
He is.
No, you and I are with the chef.
yeah, you guys already left.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
Oh.
to the chef.
No.
No.
Okay.
And so then they show us into a waiting area. Has some nice pillows and things like that.
They gave him
Round
chicken.
table in the middle. They put the plates down and
Chicken
bring some
wings.
drinks out, so we can go ahead and do that.
Lazy.
Cutting to Rasitlian.
I'm gonna go to my father.
Master. That's
Okay.
Charcoal.
You will find him in his study. However, usually when you go in the study, I mean, it looks like a, traditional place with the desks and bookshelves and all that stuff. But now it's been cleared out. And the shelves have all been covered with what looks like metal plates. And it's a circular room. And the floor is a cushioned mat. And as you walk in, he's going through a routine, a martial routine that you have not seen him do before.
So I just wait until he's done.
Okay.
It seems like it's gonna be short.
5 hours later.
No, it's only 15 minutes. And
That's
when you came in there, he was already sort of in a deep sweat. And after 15 minutes, he collects himself and he says, without turning to you, I see you made it back safely.
Yes, I see you have two.
Yes, it was an informative mission.
Good. So during my battle at the war, Midris told me that he's already talked to you about it, but we found what I think is another one of the crystals that I sold for us before.
So he takes a swing at you.
You gonna dodge?
Well, I mean, does it hit?
Well,
You gotta do
what
something.
are you planning on doing?
Drawing my sword and trying to dodge.
Okay. Are you planning on dodging first, or are you going to draw your sword first?
Well, I have ready weapons, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Dodge first, and then draw my sword.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have just focused on dodging. I would.
So he would hit you. Obviously, he's not trying to kill you. So he hits you with the flat of his blade. So what were you saying?
Midris was. I'm gonna put my guard on as well.
Very nice. Okay.
And Midris was talking about how he found it in the enemy, and it seemed to give him a boost.
Ah. He takes another swing at you. This one's only a 47.
Only.
Only.
Yeah, that's hitting.
Okay.
That's hitting.
Hits you again.
With a roll of 2.
So you've encountered a tainted one.
Yeah.
Okay.
This man rolled like.
Who did you? Did you fight it?
One and still here.
No, I didn't.
Are you going to like combat him, or are you going to go? Or are you going to just let him
Yeah, I was gonna
hit you?
try and hit him
And
as
then
well.
roll.
Look at this bonding moment.
Aww.
Uh,
This is how I
34.
conversate with my dad.
So he
Converse.
easily steps aside. Okay.
But it seemed to have kind of the same properties as the one we
You
fought
can hit
earlier.
again.
So I'm gonna back up. Well, how big is the room?
It seems to
I mean,
have
it's
some of the same problem.
it's about a 15-foot you know.
And
And I'll run with my bow and go back towards the wall and shoot him. No, I wouldn't do that. Never mind. I'll just try and strike him again.
Okay.
Let's get down.
All right.
Oh!
Alright.
Ah.
Okay. So you do manage to hit. As you do, you hear a chime, sort of like a bell, in your head. And you hear a corresponding chime from the weapon in your father's hand. And he smiles, very good, son, very good. And then he hits you. He knocks him out.
Yeah, good job.
He hits you 3 more times.
Good job.
I'm proud of you.
So what are your thoughts on these tainted items?
I think they're incredibly dangerous, but if we find out what their total goal is, then we can try and find a way around it.
Okay, keep sparring, so keep going at it.
37.
So he's just sort of dancing out, and you can tell he's not really even trying. But he's doing it in a way that he doesn't want to make it seem like he's patronizing you. But you saw what he was doing earlier, and he's not doing that. You know,
Be the smart with this guy.
You know, I do think that it is great. Oh man, he hits you, and this one hurts.
No, dang, that was a 12.
And that was an
No,
11.
it was 11.
Oh yeah, that was dang.
But he realizes that you aren't as agile as he thought at that moment.
I don't know
And
what
so he
you
tries to
mean. I have no
stop.
agility.
So you only take 4 points of bashing damage.
There you go. Only 4.
Okay.
Roll
I
performance so that he doesn't know you got her.
I understand that your group is your group has lofty goals, and I admire your desire to free slaves and find answers.
It's more than selfish desire. I've just been using it.
On this matter, I would ask you to leave it alone. And he punctuates that
Try to counter it.
with 5 points of bashing damage. The enemy you are seeking have strange properties and have killed many seasoned warriors. You are my son.
Pop. And he gets 12.
I mean, he's not trying to hurt you.
But he is. He's hurting.
Breaks his jaw.
and I
He
love
summons
you.
another angel.
You are my son. I
You
love
only take 1 point of slicing damage.
And I love you.
And I love you.
I love you.
And would not like to see anything harm you.
Bruh.
Except for me.
I would not like to
Except for me.
I would not like to see anything harm you.
You want to try again?
That's the equivalent of
I completely understand, and I wasn't planning on attempting to
Oh!
attack.
Go ahead.
It's not in Mortal Kombat, so you know.
Yeah.
But with that,
You got attention.
roll a d10.
Kicks him across the room. It's just
Hey, I'm just kidding.
Where is the D? Oh,
That's
there
it.
Just use my roll.
10. 10.
10!
Woo!
Okay. So you hit him solidly with 10 points. You of course turn flat into the
Return,
blade. And,
Wow, so you guys just traded evenly.
and he is
True.
He looks impressed that you did that.
Season.
Yeah, I would.
I show you season.
I got that.
I think.
and you want to start getting serious, huh? Cracks knuckles.
That was even like kind of symbolic. Like, I am a seasoned warrior.
As you get hit 4 more times,
Not too
he's back to the tapping.
He's got like some time, but that's it.
When I encountered the latest one, he was a match for me, and I was only able to defeat him with the aid of Blaze.
Wow.
Don't know who Blaze is.
What?
Ooh.
Minus EP.
Minus
Let me
EP.
take.
What? No!
Minus
I
one
would.
EP.
Let me tell you
Come on,
something.
that's not even
I know who Blaze is.
fair.
It is.
Minus 1 EP.
What? I wasn't
talked
there that
about it.
meeting.
No, you.
You
Oh
were.
wait, no, he wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah, well, 'cause it was multiple
Yeah,
meetings.
let's
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
multiple times.
You remember? You remember?
Well, okay, but that doesn't mean I was there when she was introduced.
So you would
I
still
remember
know
Blaze
who they
quite
are.
well.
No, you said.
I've heard you talk
said
about
Blaze
Blaze.
4 times.
I've
He
heard
was
you
there.
mention Blaze before, but I don't know who she is as a character.
Hey, remember when
Okay,
Stitch
hold on.
got kicked in the? Oh,
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
I remember it quite well.
that was funny.
I will accept that you don't know who Blaze is because I didn't really introduce Blaze. No, actually I did.
Yeah,
the
we
very
got-
first time
right.
we
He
did.
was there.
We did introduce.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry.
What?
Negative 1 EP.
Yeah.
I don't think
But-
he was there though.
Exactly.
He was here.
You weren't there the fight where Blaze was in.
No, he
But
wasn't.
you were there. You were there the week before.
I don't,
Although you got there late that week.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that
he
was
wasn't
okay.
there for
All right.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
so-
because
Okay,
I remember
thank
I
you.
played for him during that.
All right.
I played
So-
for him during that.
Okay. Okay.
Good job for defending
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah. That was almost an EP. You better start watching the video.
I mean,
That's
he's
what
so
I'm
late.
saying.
He's so late all the time.
That's all right. So,
Can you just explain
so
that?
you're saying, all right,
For now.
we will fill you in on who Blaze is.
For now.
Here, I can
Um,
just show you.
That was my soul right there.
For what? It
It's that important though.
is.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
So, yeah. So
Bring
if
a
you
lawyer in.
do encounter them,
I am my lawyer.
do everything you can to escape. But actually, is the rest of your group here?
Yes.
It's again.
Are you
Dang.
sure?
Dang.
Yeah.
What was it?
Unless it's a 1.
He's hitting me
Yeah.
every time. Because
Um,
the 2 was a 47, wasn't it?
Mm-mm. It was.
Probably wrote it there.
Even higher. Even higher normally.
All right. So
1,000.
you're not. It's all right.
He was a
Mr. Red?
1,000.
No.
So
Blaze is a female halfling.
No,
We
no,
can talk about it later.
So unless is the rest of your group here?
Yeah.
Okay. I would ask you guys to hang around for about a day or so. I have sent some emissaries to gather some further information on that item that we discussed last time.
Oh, for halfling stuff.
Yes. And he is not saying it even in his own poem
Yeah.
what it is, as you get hit another time. And this time you will take 2 points of damage because you're not responding. And so
Ow.
he's getting a little frustrated. But
Start hitting him back, bro.
actually,
I have to wait for him to finish stating
No,
the
you don't.
information.
no,
You
I
can
mean,
fight
you
with while he's talking.
Yeah, that's
Well, about halfling stuff.
okay.
Watch out.
What does my sword do?
Shit.
Because I have accumulated
what is it?
27 kills with it during the war, and still have
27 kills. That's pretty
Weak.
nice.
Shut up.
Weak
You
sauce.
hit again.
These
Eight
guys-
kill.
More damage. That is something that you will have to find out. It's not up to me to tell you. Roll a
Oh, you got this. 12.
What's my highest stat? Roll a stealth, just for some
roll a
random reason.
mental fortitude.
Dang
Okay,
it.
12. 12.
That's
You got this. I'm sending 12 vibes.
What is it 10 for?
No.
I don't know.
Mental fortitude. Go ahead. 12.
Oh,
Ah, dang it! I should have sent one more.
21.
What's
I
the
should've
total?
said
21. You will feel.
He broke it.
Let's
You
not
had it
die.
snapped to the point.
You will feel as if your sword got a little bit lighter when you're talking about sort of what does it do, but then it sort of went back to regular.
When I first used it, I seemed to be able to change it to a weapon that I wanted to choose, but from there,
Oh, a miss. He misses you.
I also missed.
Ah,
I still don't understand its capabilities.
Dang!
I missed.
Missed again. He'll hit you, but then he'll put the blade away. I see that you're getting tired.
Yes.
Let us retire to the outer room. And so he'll take you to a separate room that's cozy. And in there are already drinks, and they seem to be chilled. They're in a glass container. As soon as you pick it up, you see there's a trail of frost that lifts up with them and then drops back down onto the plate that they're on. And so
Yeah, halflings eating good.
Yeah.
so
Drinking.
so yeah, you'll have to discern what it does as you go. But yes, so hopefully I'll have some information for you over the next day or two as to what to do.
Okay.
I have one more question. After the war, I plan on going to a halfling city that my friend Belac lives near and belongs to, and I wanted to know if you knew any blacksmiths or the name of any that could possibly fix the bell.
What city though?
Isn't it
The-
Chaluk'Sen?
Do you need
Yeah.
to know the city?
The
Do you
Well,
need
no,
to know
they've
the
talked
city?
about it before.
well, if he doesn't know the city, I mean,
Isn't it Chaluk'Sen?
Chaluk'Sen is the
That's the
culture,
country.
but that's not.
Oh.
I mean, not country.
Yeah, that's not the city that he's from.
Place.
It's not something that many people will be able to do. You will need a special practitioner. So I can't tell you where you'll be able to find that person.
Alright.
Yours was handed down from ages past, and to be honest with you, I'm not even sure of the process that was used to create it.
I'd sneak in a hit right now too.
Is there anything
Seems
else?
like a halfling thing to do.
All right.
Smash
I
the
would
bottle in his
recommend you
face.
go to your friends.
Would it be a possibility to, and I'll take out the thing we got from his burial, if I could possibly inscribe this to the blade.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
Because the
Oh.
bow
You did-
seems to be.
Oh, so you took it out of the bow?
I never
No,
put
it was
in.
never in the bow.
Oh.
Because the bow's broken.
From
I can't put it in.
Yeah.
burial.
Typhus.
No, Caiaphas.
Oh, Caiaphas's.
Yeah,
Okay.
they both
Callous.
probably had a burial.
I'm
Get your
Callous.
children
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
The
Wow, Dad.
Right.
There's only two of us.
I'm
There's only
Yeah.
two of us.
But that would be costly, and right now, all of the mages and blacksmiths are busy working towards the war effort. So if you want something like that done, it will most likely not be in Kaliff.
Goodbye, bro.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
Goodbye, bro.
So you're gonna return
Yeah.
with everybody?
And I'll tell them that we have to stay there.
Okay. All right.
There.
So
Money.
a halfling comes in, and he comes up to you, Stitch, and he says, "You're the one they call Angel Friend."
I am.
I hear that you
Yes, they do. call
are
it
skilled with that bow you carry.
Yes.
Not really.
Out of game, you could say he's renowned.
He,
But I know
he shows promise.
No.
You're fired.
This is, I mean, you have a lot of newer faces in the house, and this is one of those.
Hey, fire him.
With, in the courtyard, they have an archery range. Would you like to come and show me how skilled you are?
Absolutely.
Before
Dude,
you do this,
last time you
Yeah.
tried this.
as one of the
I wonder how
masters of the
strong the
estate,
chef
can I
is.
ask your name?
You are a coinshot, and I understand that. However, at this point, I cannot tell you that. Your father or your mother I'm sure would be more than happy to give you that information.
Alright.
Roll knowledge.
Me?
Is it the one talking in your head?
Roll knowledge.
I think it is. I think this is the one. I'm gonna roll insight on the halfling.
6.
Total? Okay.
I'm gonna roll insight on
You don't know anything. Alright. Roll.
25.
I mean, it doesn't look like anybody you've seen. The person is a male, and does have a nice composite bow, not a sling bow. And
Is he a half?
that's about all you can. Yeah, it is a.
They're not a real halfling.
Fake
If they
halfling.
don't have a.
That's about all you can
Uses
tell
the
as,
wrong
as
belt.
they're walking out.
Okay.
So when you get outside, there's a series of targets. One's about 60 feet.
Oh, you remember this
One's
challenge?
about 90 feet.
I do remember this.
Remember how well it went for
And
you?
there's one about 100 feet, and it's moving back and forth.
Okay.
All right, Renown.
So
Alright.
this one aims and shoots and doesn't quite hit bullseye on the 90-foot one.
41.
Which one were you aiming at?
The one you aimed at.
The 90-foot one? Okay. Odd or even?
Even.
Okay. You got closer to the bullseye.
Okay,
Nice.
I see you.
All right.
He improved. He's getting smarter.
No, it's not.
That's true. Usually that's part of
Bullseye.
Okay.
Better roll that 12.
You got this.
Nope.
Well, alright.
Aim
He
for
doesn't have
the.
it.
35.
You missed. It's okay. The sun must have been in your eyes.
Yes.
Let's shoot for the 60-foot one.
Okay.
Why do you keep doing things like
Now
that?
right now, baby.
No, you are not.
Okay.
Why don't you summon another angel friend?
Yeah, that would be dope in the middle of
Bullseye.
that.
It just like
Roll again.
32.
Wait, did he roll
It
a
was a
one?
one. It was a
It was a
one.
one.
Yeah, it was a 1.
So you missed.
Yeah.
Anytime you roll a one, you were. Okay.
This sun must be really bright or something.
Let me do that again.
So,
can I do it again?
Are you? Did you use that bow in the
No,
battlefield?
no, I did not use this. Well,
Yes, you did.
I had a bow that was
He
taken.
did use that one.
I had a bow that was taken from me. That's the bow.
That's a lie.
I'm now with. So
No, I
this
mean
is-
that's
Oh.
true,
This is
but
a
that's
bow
a
from
lie.
the enemy I've been using.
No.
It was taken from you before or after the angels.
Before.
Oh,
You are
okay.
you are really bad at maintaining our good image.
Showing that war. Oh wow. Okay, roll your persuasion.
Persuade him.
Please stop.
You are really bad at maintaining our good image.
1, 2, 3, 4,
That's what I was
Five.
saying.
So
Do it.
he
8.
knows you're lying.
Hmm?
He knows you're lying.
What? No, the bow I used before.
You didn't get it taken during this war.
No. I said I had a bow before that was.
I know, but
better
he
at-
asked, "Did you get it taken during this war?" And you just said yes.
Oh,
You misunderstood. Okay,
yeah, I
all right.
apologize. Everybody was talking.
Okay.
Don't try and blame it on that.
Ah,
So you didn't say.
sure.
Right.
Okay, so then this is what you were using in the war.
Yes.
Okay, but I thought that's what you were renowned for.
No.
Not renowned.
I am renowned. I had a better bow. Before.
I am renowned.
So
I have
this
a
bow
better.
I'm learning to use, but it was not the bow.
All right.
Stop lying.
Do you?
They called you.
Oh, out of game. Did you switch?
Oh, the string. Yeah, you told me to do that. Yes, I did that.
I didn't tell you to do that. I mean, did you do that?
Yes.
No, you didn't. You said
You
you were
didn't.
thinking
I mean, you
about
haven't
it.
said you did that. So
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
you mentioned He said, "Hey,
Yeah, I'm saying. I mean, what is your?
about it?
you told me. Well,
Okay.
so
Yes
said,
or no?
So you haven't done it yet.
no.
Okay. All right. You said you just recently found this bow.
Yes.
All right. So I feel like you're skilled. But I wouldn't say
Renowned.
master just yet.
No.
But I think if you continue, you will be able to do. Wow.
This.
He showed off.
Oh.
Oh.
And
Hit that one in the back.
okay, in the back, bullseye. That.
You'll be able to do.
Dang.
And he just like quick drew it?
Uh,
And he just like quick drawed his bow and said this.
well, no, the bow was already out, but
Oh.
he was talking and just, and it sort of seemed casual.
We'll be able to do.
Sometimes you might just
Lucky
be able
roll.
to do something like
But
this.
it worked, and so
That's hilarious.
but
Remember when you were renowned?
I'm sitting down.
You were lying.
and it was nice to have met you, but not have met you.
May I have your name?
You may not.
Oh.
And so
Only renowned
he
archers
turns
gets his
and
name.
and walks out.
Trying to
All I'm
train
saying is,
Belac.
all I'm saying is, just decline the next
Me and
archer
Belac are
challenge.
gonna
I
go
am
up
not.
against each other real
I'm
quick.
renowned.
No,
Why
you're
won't you
not.
be
They were
humble?
They were here of me.
No, yeah, that you're a bad archer.
Angel friend.
It's a fluke.
In the words of
Angel
Kendrick
friend.
All you're
Lamar,
doing is
sit down,
proving it was
be
a
humble.
fluke.
No.
Yeah. Maybe if you,
You
maybe
were
if
here
you,
of me.
yeah, they're like, dude, I don't think he
What
was
is
the
your
one
RAD?
who did it.
Angel friend is one name. I'm renowned. Baby.
Yeah, man, Angel Friend is gonna be like, I don't think he actually
What?
did that.
Stitch, what would your father think of
With
this?
the bow.
You're
I'm
one
not
on
trying to find him
stage.
still.
Higher or lower?
Okay.
And he's renowned.
Yeah, he's not.
So
No,
Roll.
yours is 31, right?
Belac, roll
Your time?
mental fortitude.
Me?
Yes.
What's yours?
36.
It's 13.
Okay.
That's
You
a sad
feel
day for him.
a familiar itching in your brain.
A familiar itching.
So, hello.
It is good to see that you guys have made it back.
Yeah. I'm glad we made it back too.
Yes. It took a lot of work to make sure that happened. I think it is time that you and I met.
Oh?
Me as well.
I'm trying to act all casual.
You
So
get
tired
an-
of people
you
trying
get
to
an
look
image
cool when they're not cool.
in your head that's sort of like snapshots of like walking down a corridor and things like that.
So, like, where
And
to
so,
go?
yeah, and so it's sort of a picture of where to go. But you also get the impression that the being wants you to come along.
I don't know how I feel about this one.
Okay, I'm suddenly.
You guys don't know because you're not.
You know what? I
Stitch,
don't.
Let's
How d-
arch together real quick.
Let's arch together.
I challenge you in an archery battle,
I'll go.
Stitch.
Okay.
No, don't show
Alright,
him
so-
up
Yeah,
like that.
so,
We have a
Hold on,
day.
guys. All right.
just gonna,
So you're going to say anything to the group, or you're just going to leave?
just gonna say I'm gonna go to the restroom.
Okay.
You
All
sure
right.
you want to keep it a secret?
Yeah.
Do you just say that out loud?
Yeah, I mean, well,
Gonna say
you
it.
don't know anything
Why
about it.
would
Yeah,
you
he
know
said he's
it's
going to go to the
secret?
restroom.
Well, I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Do
while
you
I'm
know
in
where it
there.
is? Do you know where the restroom is?
Well, I'm in the room with the dude. I'm actually gonna say it out loud there.
What? Okay, say that again.
Okay, so I was in the room with the dude, right? The chef.
Yeah, he is with the chef.
Oh, yes.
yeah, I'm with
yes.
him and the chef.
So all you're doing is telling me you're going to
Yeah,
the
so
restroom.
that's-
That's it.
I'm gonna tap you
And
to
I'm-
the restroom.
yeah, I don't care.
I'm just gonna leave.
Bye.
Okay. All right.
That's not something Vandra would care about.
So, you go through and you go into a part of the house that you hadn't been before, and the servants,
Can I roll insight?
the servants that are there, look more, guys, look more militant. They're sort of beefier, and roll insight.
It's only a 20.
Okay, I mean, you just know that they don't look like the rest of the servants in the rest of the house. The impression takes you out to the stables.
Stables.
And,
Am I talking to a horse this whole time?
Bruh.
and,
Are they like ponies? 'Cause
when you,
If you were talking to a horse,
when you get to the stable,
I came up with a whole contrived plot for what this thing could be. If it's a horse, I'm gonna
you
cry.
see, hold on. You see
I already know they are.
a halfling standing there, and she's grooming a pony.
Okay.
he turns around and says, "Nay."
And
It is I.
she turns when you approach, and she doesn't speak to you, but you still hear her. She's speaking in your head, and she says that I am Hashito
How do you spell that?
Rindenlopper. So it's Hsito.
HS?
Hsito. Last name is WRENDRIN. LO, you alright?
I couldn't keep up with all that.
LO
So
what?
it's okay. WRENDRIN.
WRENDRIN
No, but I lost it too.
O
P
P
P
P
E
E
R.
R.
So is it?
Can you go over the first name again? I didn't get to finish that.
I got it. It's HAS.
We'll get this afterward, guys.
AS.
But it's Hashito Rindenlopper.
Hashito Rendwinlopper. That's
Oh, so I got
that's a
the-
mouthful.
Rindenlopper.
Rendenropper?
Okay, it's alright.
That's like
Um,
Rendelopper.
Rindenlopper.
Rendelopper.
Okay, so
Wouldn't it be Rendrenlopper?
Rindenlopper.
Rendrenlopper.
Yes.
Lopper, like a horse going
Guys,
cluck,
guys,
cluck,
that's
cluck,
okay.
cluck.
Jeez.
I thought it was Ashito.
Come on, y'all. Let's the name.
He thought it was Hashito.
Okay. Anyway.
This is great.
So she is a obviously a female halfling. She is white skinned, but looks like she's been out in the sun, so she has a fairly good tan. Short cropped hair, and she is wearing very fine clothing.
What color hair?
What color hair? She has brown hair. And she's wearing very fine outfit. And she says that I'm the leader of the Chasing Storm mercenary group.
Chasing Storm?
Chasing Storm.
Okay.
And
How do you spell that?
I'm kidding.
One word or two?
two. Chasing Storm.
Chasing Strom.
And we
Yep.
were commissioned by Master Coinshot to provide protection for Rasitlian, and by extension his friends, during the engagement.
But you only chose one friend?
What?
Never mind, I'm not there. Man, he's taking a long time to go to the bathroom.
However,
Insight.
I was very pleased to
Blind sight.
and surprised to find
That's not where the bathroom is.
a Marcosin this far from home.
Yeah.
What brings you up this way?
Well, I just tell my backstory.
Okay.
I was out, got the
Alright.
bounty, left, found you, blah blah blah.
And you hear, actually roll insight. So,
Ooh, it gets lower every time to 17.
okay, so you are surprised to hear from behind you a female voice saying, as I recall, you were a pretty decent shot. And so you turn around to see an old acquaintance that was actually in the Raging Horse Brigade with you.
Ah,
She's a female, she's obviously a human. And you would know her as Rin, R-Y-N. Her full name, which you would also know, is Arindia Skyhawk.
Yeah, okay.
And she has,
how do you spell that?
Arindia is A-R-Y-N-D-I-A. Skyhawk, all one word, Skyhawk.
How do you spell hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she is Chaluk'Sen, so she has olive skin,
No.
dark, deep black hair, which she keeps braided, and she has a lot of the sort of Chaluk'Sen tribal wear on. So she's dressed in leathers with beadwork in it, and she has feathers woven into her hair. And like you, she's from the Sakani clan, the Maasai tribe. And she comes and she embraces you.
Great
Romantic.
to see you again.
Yes, it is so good to see you. I was
Been a
afraid
while.
that I lost track of everyone. My parents were
How tall is she? Whatever.
as parents are, they were overprotective,
Mine.
and
Kidding.
they were afraid. So they encouraged me to leave once they learned of the bounty that the Gathrians had put on us. I had heard
Left for the
that.
same reason as I.
Oh yes, and I heard that several of us unfortunately did not make it.
Yes.
But I hadn't heard what happened to you.
I'm alive.
I see that you're alive, and it looks like you're doing well for yourself.
I think so.
We're doing
Yes,
I was reunited with old friends.
old friends.
Yeah, Manitoba and Kaliff.
Manitoba, Kaliff. Isn't he the elon who adopted a dragon spawn and another elon?
Yes,
Ah.
that's it.
Yeah, the
He
weak one.
came by every now.
Oh yes.
That was my brother.
Yeah.
Sadly, the dragon spawn has fallen.
Oh,
I mean,
that is
Well, it wasn't the first time.
that is unfortunate.
Yes.
It wasn't
Um,
the first time. Wow.
Well, I also have some sad news to bring, and the reason that we had you meet here is because
your parents is dead.
no,
Good.
That's terrible.
Not
there
all
has
of them.
been something
Three remain.
strange happening in Chaluk'Sen.
Oh, great. That's where we need to go.
Bad things happen.
And it seems like a great sickness has befallen many members of the various tribes.
The Black Plague.
My parents had already sent me away, but I had kept tabs with some of the people there, and I do understand that it appears that your father is very ill.
See, look at that.
You were sort of right, almost.
And
He's still kicking, barely.
Tagrum Bloodstar is still very much alive, but he is very, very sick. It appears that they have quarantined them per the shaman's request, but that's all I know. I am contracted here with this group, but the plan is once this war is over, if it goes well, for us to go back to Chaluk'Sen and see what we can find about all that is going on.
That's crazy.
I understand that you may want to go sooner than that, but I would ask that you not tell your companions all about us. The Coinshots do not want their young son to be embarrassed that he had protectors.
I was hoping to go back to Chaluk'Sen
That's
with
true.
my
You're a
party
pretty prideful
soon.
man.
So,
Father,
sort of
coming
works
from
out.
me,
Okay.
true.
who wants to take down Yemlo.
And
You're still more prideful.
then I would recommend you leave sooner rather than later. I'm not sure what this malady is doing to your father.
So people are watching over us. That's nice. Where were they in the freaking cave?
Alright. That's all she has for you. She's going to embrace
Wait,
you.
I mean, I did
The
pretty
dwarf
good.
cave or the
To
frog
see you
cave?
again.
But
Yes.
and
Yes.
she's going to say,
I mean, for all our fights, I done pretty well. I've only got down
then-
once at all this campaign.
please stop. And then
Please stop.
Hashido is going to
Mine.
say to you, I hope that we, in your mind, because she's
Yeah.
not speaking to you, I hope that we meet again. Be safe on your journeys.
You too.
And then she's going to turn back to grooming.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell Ren, just nice to see you again, and farewell.
Give her another hug,
Yes.
bro. Why you gotta be so formal, man?
I'll
That's
head
your
out.
person, bro.
You want to hug her? You can hug her.
Yeah, duh.
Alright, there you go.
I'm gonna head out.
Bro, I haven't
She-
seen you in
They
a long
walking
time.
her
Peace.
India, sitting
She
in a
places
tree.
she places a kiss on your cheek.
K-I-S-S.
See?
Oh, Kayla!
I was-
I'm just kidding.
Homecoming
And-
2020.
I will slit your throat.
On your right
You will
cheek
die.
and on your left cheek and then on your forehead. And she says, may the moon spirit protect you.
Oh, she's calling in the moon
And-
spirit.
and
She
so
likes
here we
you.
She's gonna put a ritual on you.
Alright?
Then I'm gonna go back to the kitchen.
Okay. Alright.
I'll be like, man, that took you a long time to go use the bathroom, dude.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, some berries.
Sorry about that, man. You know,
It's crazy.
must have got stuck up there.
It's just a bad blend, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, you might have fell in the no, never mind. It's halfling sized.
Yeah, it is.
Might have fell in the toilet.
That would be funny if they had
That was the struggle.
They had Elon sized toilets for the halfway.
Just a bad
Well, I mean, they
point.
do have a guest bathroom. Obviously, because they know that not everybody's their size.
Yeah.
What if an Elon had to
They'll only
use a
have,
halfling sized toilet?
Just like
Better
this
go
big.
outside.
Is
That's
there
rough.
anything that you guys are wanting to do?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, but
I
have you-
studied and I I saw some food.
I'm gonna put the bowstring on my bow now.
Eat.
Okay.
You have to go somewhere to do that. Though.
Eat.
No, I mean it's just a
It's just a
bowstring.
bowstring, you can do
Yeah,
it.
you can take it off.
Is that a crap roll?
Roll
I gotta learn.
religious attunement.
Oh.
Nice. 23.
Okay. Two things happen.
You're both dead.
Your bow will receive, and you'll have to choose either +1 to hit or +1 to damage. So you make a decision.
Okay.
No, I mean make a decision.
Oh, like right now?
Yeah, right now.
Damage.
Okay, so put +1 to damage and put ancestry just on the actual description of the bow in the back. Under the special properties, put ancestry.
Okay.
And then +1 RD.
Okay.
Okay. And then the second thing that happens is you feel like somebody just put a blanket over you, and you only now realize that before you had felt cold and super exposed.
Okay.
So do you have more vestment?
Hey, we should go to Chaluk'Sen sometime. Like,
You're already planning
You know
on
what?
going to Chaluk'Sen.
Nah, I'm good. Why don't we go in the opposite direction?
Okay.
that's fine. I can leave you.
So
No, taking the whole part.
we'll fast forward a day.
Okay.
You guys just we hung out.
Kicking the door
ate.
in the
You guys
fall.
cooked a little bit. The chef roll. Both of you guys roll.
Beat such an archery battle.
Keep in mind, I'm
Roll
gonna be
charisma.
eating all of this food.
Oh, I'm not charismatic.
Roll charisma.
Sorry.
Back in 8.
Roll your charisma, you baby.
No, not you.
16.
You're gonna knock the camera.
That's
You
fine.
moved it slightly.
Okay, what did you get?
16.
16.
Total.
And you rolled.
I wish I rolled this. I rolled a 12.
Okay.
Hey,
You.
Hmm?
The chef is
Well, I'm using that.
takes a liking to you and starts really trying to show you how to cut the meat just right.
Yeah.
Do I get a bonus for being there all the time?
Shut up.
I'm like
Actually-
friends with them.
Actually lets you try your hand at cooking some of the woodland Maine steak that they have.
Ooh.
That's nice.
That's not
And
right.
so roll
You better get it good.
alchemy.
Alchemy?
I'm gonna roll
Good alchemy,
one.
good
I'm gonna
alchemy.
You get a plus
one.
2.
12,
because of
12,
the roll.
12, 12, 3!
5, actually.
Should have used 9. I
So
was
that
better.
was that.
It was 1/4 of what I asked
Alchemy.
for.
5. It's 15.
Okay, so you don't burn it completely.
Completely.
See, that was a 22.
So I mean, he knows that you have some room to grow,
That would
um,
have been 22 for him.
and
just
he
gonna
gives
follow
that.
that.
He scrapes it off, and he does eat it. You know, just
Hey, buddy, look,
he will let you have some. Yeah,
I don't want any.
yeah.
I wanted to try to cook.
Yeah, no, not the woodland. That's the good stuff.
Well, can I try to cook something else?
Sure. I mean, yeah, you
Because
guys.
I rolled.
Like I said, over
Yeah,
the
there's
day,
rats
you guys have
everywhere.
been,
Oh.
you know.
Well, whatever.
So go ahead and roll.
I rolled.
No, I have to see it. What's your alchemy?
12.
It's a 15.
How?
Because
your
of
alchemy's a
3
10.
plus 3.
So, like him, you also burned the food slightly, but it wasn't good quality meat. So, you know, no problem.
Should have just used my 10. I rolled the same time as the thing.
Your father comes to you
That was
and
awful.
lets you know that his agents have
rolled
gotten
really
back with
bad.
him,
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3.
and
Our alchemy's the same.
actually he calls for you as well.
Okay. I'll go.
And he lets you guys know that he has been advised that what you guys need to do is to seek out a blood mother.
Great.
Sounds scary.
And that while he has heard of them, he has not seen them, but that the Blood Mother will be able to do something with a birthing pool.
Oh my.
Is what he knows. If you guys are traveling to Chaluk'Sen,
Yes, I'd love to go to my homeland.
No,
I
we're
believe
not
that
going.
you said you're from Narcosa.
Yes.
You should be able to find a Blood Mother there.
Yeah.
So hopefully she will be able to let you guys know more. But he will also open up a satchel, and in it there are 5 heads.
Fun.
And he will let you know that these are heads of 5
Something
of
else
the
I can try
people
to cook.
that were trying to steal those from you during this most recent encounter at the war.
Something else I can try to cook.
No, we are not eating that.
Hey, I never said we would eat it.
So,
Oh, try
guys,
to take our thing.
Practice on something.
yeah, they were sent to take those from you.
Yeah, we got to head out.
During the battle?
Taking that defense.
No
Well,
pun
they
intended.
were found during the battle. He doesn't know when they were sent.
5.
Big bets. Okay.
Before we go, I need to ask you one thing. Can we borrow some horses so we get our journey could be?
Dude, your family makes
Like 2
loans,
horses.
dude. They don't do borrowing.
Well, and I don't know that you guys all know how to ride, and
I
these
do.
are
I
not
do.
they are more war horses than anything.
I know how to ride.
So
That's fair.
Mountain stride,
I am not just strike and mountain combat.
I would probably
I have
say
my own horse.
you'd probably be better off not doing that until you all are seasoned riders.
I have
Yeah,
reserved
get up
strike.
I can.
Yeah, I have
So
And I
with
have
that,
my own horse.
I have survived. I have.
You haven't even tried to call it yet.
852.
Not in a while.
I have grapple. I'll throw the horse in the direction I
I
want,
still
and
have
then
my
get on it while it's
Right.
throwing.
It will
Um,
never
Remember the last time you tried to grapple an
Okay,
animal?
listen up.
Okay.
Let's
I
not.
All
break
right.
a leg.
So
Hey, I mean, you did. They said.
But you were on it.
I did ride it.
all right.
That was pretty epic.
Tonight,
Yeah, it was.
list one thing that your character learned that sort of gave them a broader perspective of the world.
Big bets.
Hmm.
I don't know yet.
I learned more about
Well-
the dwarven culture.
Yeah,
and
that's what-
their how
Then
much
from
deeper it
that.
is than you would actually think.
Like
Because
how?
through like the whole
Well, it's your character.
Well, it's like
Hold
your
on,
character
hold on.
specific.
Hold on.
through the where is it?
You want to think about it?
No, it's the
Alright.
what is the why can't I
Can I
find
help
it?
him out?
Okay, so come
'Cause
back
that's
to
what I was gonna say that I learned, since you already knew about it, the Vodran Amash,
Yes, there it is.
Okay.
which is the song of death or death song or whatever, and the people who follow that path, I mean, they're really, like, actually renowned. They're legends among all the dwarves and, you know,
Okay.
things like that, so people pay them, like, super high respects, and it also, is, like, seeing it in action, it was just, like, really cool, like, it was super powerful.
Okay. All right.
Hold
Hold on. I'm going in order.
Okay. So I learned that I had somebody looking out for me, and when I attached,
Okay. Say that again.
okay, I learned that somebody's looking out for me. But when I attached the bow, my ancestry string on the
No.
bow,
Okay.
I had a feeling that someone put like a blanket over me. And
Okay. So you feel that someone is looking out for her.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'd like to think Belac learned a lot, because if you call back to me trying to teach Nabjil, I kind of sucked at it.
Jabneel.
Jabneel.
See, he's so bad at
Go
remember
for
his
it.
name.
What? Is it not?
Don't just say
Focus,
focus.
focus.
Okay, either way, I tried to teach him. I kind of sucked at it because I had nothing prepared, and I have no experience in teaching people like who haven't ever done combat before, like teaching them combat. And then when Kaliff calls back to like maybe Mathibashte and how she was like able to say, hey, what do you need to work on, and then work on this, and just thinking about how she was like teaching us by kind of putting us like trial by fire.
She also beat
it's
the
like
crap out of us.
she did,
Multiple
but
times.
it kind of put a broader perspective of like how much skill it takes to teach someone and how much like knowledge and time it takes to actually invest yourself in showing somebody, hey, this is how you fight, basically, or this is how you fight better. And I think it was really cool because it's like Kaliff has been taught a lot, but he doesn't even know like anywhere close to begin how to teach people.
Got it. Okay. All right.
I think you need to start beating Loke.
Personally, Belac, I've learned more about
Just
like
guys.
his past. No, Belac, dang, I learned. I feel like Belac never really thought of looking for other people who are in his party until he came back.
And saw somebody.
So I feel like he learned
That's good.
that, like, I feel like he didn't realize that he could have been looking for other people in this party.
So what you're saying is Caleb didn't realize that Belac could be looking for other people.
No, Belac didn't.
Well, I think Belac would have thought about that because Belac, they had traveled with Belac.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have thought of it like...
Gee, I don't hang out with my friends. I wonder if I can get in touch with them. Nah, I don't think I'm going to try to do that.
All right.
Because okay,
That's a line.
when he left
That's a line move.
Chaluk'Sen, like, I feel like he was more set on, like, because he heard about you guys,
Okay.
and he was like, he was just set on finding you and traveling with you, and not thinking about how he could find other people and, like, still be in contact with them and stuff.
Okay. All right. Yes.
I want to add on to my thing. At first, I was thinking of mentors just like Mathibashte, but Manitopa is actually a mentor for Kaliff as well. And I think Kaliff kind of puts himself in the place of Jabneel because it's like he's kind of young and clueless, and Manitopa raised Kaliff while he was young and clueless. And so that's kind of like a perspective thing, like, wow, was I really like this when I was younger?
Okay. All right.
I mean, you were like this, like, a few
who do you
months ago.
guys think
Pretty much.
role played best tonight?
I think
Well,
I
you didn't
did.
do your accent.
I think I did.
Well, I did my accent when I was like actually talking to people, but otherwise, out of game, I try to like keep my normal voice. But when I'm in game, I try to do my accent.
Okay.
I think I did because I still believe I'm renowned. And when I was asked,
I don't think.
Yeah,
I
but
don't think
Stitch,
did.
I don't think is delusional.
and
I think
then
that's just you.
even though I have some naysayers who's like, though, Mike, don't do, Stitch, don't do it again. I still went out there
And failed.
and shot the bow.
And failed.
Okay.
You missed that part.
I don't think.
I
it
think
was,
I think I did a good job role playing. I guess. I mean, I talk to my family differently than I would talk to some people that I'm like rolling with. And while
definitely.
we're getting closer, I've been trying to find a balance of still being Vandra in that, whatever, and free thinking and like still against the party, but also sort of warming up over the course of time, and then also role playing with people who I've already been close to before meeting or becoming part of Wahuru, like Auntie and things like that.
Vondra's got a sweet spot for his
Alright, I don't want to
Nana.
like
It's
really
Auntie.
Nana, you
follow like the
That's
whole
his
thing,
mom.
but
Not because we're close.
said
I
Nana
do
first.
But you're
think
gonna follow the whole thing.
I do think Vandra did roleplay very well, but I think because when I first started, I just wanted to have like a character that was like childish, and I didn't really care much for, like, I cared about my character, but I didn't care like what really happened in the story as long as my character was alive. But
Okay.
now that I've seen the error in my ways, I've been trying to like corral him more towards being responsible, and I think I did that very well, at least during this session, because I was able to take more charge in like with the getting the dummy and trying to make sure our loot is all there and talking to my father about the things that we need to do.
Okay. All right.
I'd like to think Kaliff, he didn't really flex his role-playing ability, but it was like when he was talking to Midris, I'd like to think it was kind of cool how he brought up how he was like, he lived in Kumba for a while, and how he was able to bring that to be able to relate to Midris. And then on top of that, like, you know, probably... I did bring up the Folly Mortem thing, which is like how I say Amani Nasalamu, but in Dwarven.
Yeah, that was
because
nice.
it's like
That
I
was
was
a nice
born
touch
I
right
was
there.
born a Zulu, but I was raised in Kumba where a bunch of dwarves live, so it's
Yeah,
like
so you said-
I would probably figure out how to translate that, yeah.
That was nice right there.
I was
that.
pretty
I
proud
like
of that,
that.
yeah.
I would.
Alright.
To be honest.
Okay.
I don't think I did. I think it was him.
Alright.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Alright. 2 for you.
Woo.
Because you got
Good job.
2 support. 1, 1, 1.
I supported him.
Huh?
I said he did very well.
But you didn't say he did the
Yeah,
best.
yeah,
He
yeah.
said he thinks he did the best. So,
It's alright.
Alright. So in essence, he donated his to.
It's alright, man.
I
know
was
what?
literally about to say,
Belac,
but I donate mine to Vandra
great.
before you started divvying out the.
I'm sorry, you didn't. So it's alright.
I mean, he said, who do you
Oh
think
wait,
will
did
play
we
the
get
best?
any for the first question?
For the first
About the
question.
learning characters?
You like perspective.
No.
Oh.
No one.
We
one
didn't?
did?
No, that was just that was me asking you guys a question. You're not gonna get EP for every question you ask me.
That just
Easy.
Huh?
that no.
Okay.
That just seems like a EP question.
That's
Yeah, it did
that's,
seem like an
that's
easy
fair, I
That's a
guess.
Question.
He
So-
says things like he asks questions like that all the time for EP.
That's fair, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay, it's
Three.
fine. It's whatever.
But we get 3
He's
EP
yelling.
for the night.
Okay.
Additional. All right. Cam Fam, thanks for being with us for another installment of Evermore with Everlore. As always, you can look for our videos on YouTube, and we'll be back with you guys next week. Have a great week.
Fire
Cam
books.
Fam.
See you, Cam. Camalam,
Just
Famalam.
fire books. Fire books.
Shameless plug.
Instagram, we don't have one, but
407.
We're working on it.
you know, download Instagram. It's a good app, not sponsored.
Guess who's at
Close.
27 unused EP?